The story of Maryam, Mary, is one of the most beautiful and revered narratives in the Quran. Maryam is honored as one of the most righteous women, chosen by Allah for her piety and devotion. Her story, which primarily appears in Surah Maryam 19 and Surah Al-Imran 3, emphasizes her virtues, the miraculous birth of her son Isa, Jesus, and her unwavering faith. Maryam's birth and upbringing. Maryam was born to Imran and Hannah, a pious couple who had longed for a child. Her mother dedicated her to the service of Allah before she was born. Maryam grew up under the care of Prophet Zechariah, who was her guardian. She was raised in purity, spending her time in worship and devotion to Allah. Surah Al-Imran 3:35-37. Maryam's miraculous sustenance. While she stayed in the temple, Maryam was often found with provisions such as food that seemed to appear miraculously. When Zechariah asked her where this sustenance came from, she replied that it was from Allah, who provides without measure to whom He wills. Surah Al-Imran 3:37. This reflects her closeness to Allah and His special care for her. The Annunciation of Isa, Jesus. One day, while Maryam was in seclusion, the angel Gabriel appeared to her in the form of a man, announcing that she would give birth to a pure son named Isa, even though she was not married and had never been touched by a man. Maryam was initially fearful and questioned how this could happen, but the angel assured her that it was a decree from Allah, who creates whatever He wills. Surah Maryam 19:16-21. The miraculous birth. Maryam withdrew to a remote place, away from her people, to give birth. She experienced the pain of childbirth alone under a palm tree. In her moment of distress, Allah provided her with water from a stream and dates from the tree for nourishment, comforting her during the difficult time. Surah Maryam 19:22-26. Maryam returns to her people. When Maryam returned to her people with her newborn son, they accused her of wrongdoing, as they could not understand how she could have a child without being married. Instead of responding, Maryam pointed to the infant Isa, and miraculously, the baby spoke in defense of his mother. Isa declared his prophethood, his devotion to Allah, and that he was a servant of Allah, appointed to bring blessings and guidance to the people. Surah Maryam 19:27-33. Maryam's legacy. Maryam is revered as an example of piety, chastity, and obedience to Allah. She is honored not only in the Quran, but also across different religious traditions. Allah describes her as a woman of truth, who was chosen above all women of her time, and as a model for all believers for her steadfastness and trust in Allah's plan. Surah Al-Imran 3:42-43. Maryam's story in the Quran teaches valuable lessons about faith, perseverance, and the miraculous power of Allah. It emphasizes her purity, her deep connection with Allah, and her role as the mother of one of the greatest prophets, Isa, Jesus. Kindly like, share, and follow for more stories from Deen Diaries channel.